The ERLC Summer update has just released. Let's go over all of the new exciting features. So the first thing you're going to notice when you join the game is the skybox has changed significantly. It is now a lot brighter. And I feel like the sun, that could just be me, but I feel like the sun is significantly bigger also. But it makes everything have a really cool lighting effect. So heading over to the car spawner, you can see that ERLC has added 7 new vehicles to the game. And these are really cool. So starting off with this one for $3,000, it looks basically like a new starter car. And you can see that vehicle interiors have finally been added and they look amazing. You can see where everyone is sitting in the vehicle and this just looks amazing. This is probably going to replace the old starter car because it's only $3,000, so it's fairly easy to obtain. I'm pretty sure you start with that amount of money. So this is a very easy car to obtain and it looks amazing with all the detailing on the side and the front. Even looks good on the back. This car just looks amazing. So this car goes 0 to 60 in around 7 seconds and it goes a top speed of 110, which is not too bad in my opinion. Next we have the 1994 Chevron Captain Antelope SS for $6,500. So spawning it in, it looks pretty much identical to the other one we had, except it spawns in a different color. And I don't really see any major differences with it, but maybe the speed is different. So this car goes 0 to 60 in around 6 seconds and goes 10 miles an hour faster than the other one at around 120 max speed. So our next car is an electric vehicle, which we don't get very often anymore, but it's really cool to see in game. This one is the Sumo Reflection for $35,000, and upon spawning it in, this is a very unique car design that I've not seen in ERLC, and I did not expect this to come to ERLC, but it looks really good. I really like the interior with the screen that most newer cars have in the middle, and the back seat looks good. I also like how this car has a sunroof. It looks really good in my opinion, and of course all of these vehicles do have the brake lights and reverse lights as they have come in the new update. Now this is one of the slower electric vehicles with a 0 to 60 of around 7 seconds and a top speed of around 114. And now we have a new prestige vehicle for $1,250,000, and this looks amazing. I've not seen anything like this in ERLC, and this just looks really amazing. I really like the interior. This kind of looks like a race car if I'm being honest. I haven't really seen anything like this in ERLC. In my opinion, this looks amazing. And now we have another electric vehicle. This one is not a prestige, but it really feels like it with this price and speed. This has a price of $1,650,000, and it's more expensive than the Prestige we just had. And wow, this vehicle looks amazing. This is probably my favorite interior I've seen so far. I really like it. I really love this back. Also, this front looks really cool. It's a really detailed car, and I really love how it looks. Now, this is a really amazing car, and probably my new go-to with a 0 to 60 of 3.5 seconds and a top speed of 180. So now we have this 2023 Avron Berman VS Guard. This is $129,000, and once again, I believe this vehicle looks amazing. I love this sunroof at the top. Every vehicle with the sunroof actually lately looks really good. I really like the design on this one. I like the front and how this looks, and the details are just really good on this one. This vehicle goes 0 to 60 in around 5.5 seconds and has a top speed of 153. Here we have the 2020 Falcon Advance 450. This is $54,000, and upon spawning it in, this is a really cool truck in my opinion. The front, this is one of the biggest civilian vehicles in ERLC. I don't think there are any bigger vehicles on the civilian team. I'm not including roleplay jobs. So yeah, this vehicle is very large, and I really like the interior. It looks like a basic truck, and I really like it. I think a lot of people are going to be using this vehicle. Now this vehicle goes 0 to 60 in 8 seconds with a top speed of 121 miles an hour. Additionally, ERLC also added another variant of the 2020 Falcon van. So if you go to this arrow over here and you click it, you can see the Royal Ranch variant for $68,750. If you spawn it in, it's basically the same vehicle. There's no speed benefits or anything, except it has this like little tan kind of like border. And it has Advance up here, and it says Royal Ranch at the back. I think this looks cool, but I personally like the other one better. Additionally, 2 new variants of the 1969 Bullhorn Prancer were added. They now have a Colonel Fields one. It has a nice little decal on the top and the sides. They also added a 1969 Bullhorn Prancer Talladega, so if you spawn it in, you can see it's way more curvy in the front, and there are no headlights because when you click L, they added those headlights that pop up. I think this looks really cool. If you bring this car into the mod shop, you can customize what color you want the rear wing to be. ERLC has added an open roof on the Aero Phoenix National, and this actually looks amazing. I did not expect this feature to be coming in ERLC, but wow, this looks awesome. Heading into the mod shop and going to vehicle accessories, you can see you can switch between an open top, a hard top, or a T-top, which looks absolutely kind of weird but also really cool. On the subject of the mod shop, if you go to car color, you can see that there are 3 new materials now, and they make your vehicle more shiny / reflective depending on which one you choose. So I'm going to go here to metallic wrap, and I'm going to get one of these, and when I exit the garage, you can see that my vehicle looks absolutely amazing. You can see it's a lot more shiny. It looks like really reflective, and it looks great. On the subject of this, vehicle interiors are here, and they look amazing. You can see the sports interior on this one, and then other cars have interesting interiors. While I was looking through the vehicles that have an interior, I noticed the P car has an interior, and it's not really the most detailed thing in the world, but I'm just really surprised they chose the P car to have an interior. You can now change the speed limit signs, road signs, and vehicle speed units between the metric system and the imperial system. However, you must own a private server to do this, and then you can go to your server settings and change it there. Heading onto the fire department team and equipping the helmet in SCBA, you can see that they've completely changed it. I believe this is a new helmet, and then you have now an eye shield, flashlight, you have a hood, you have a mask, and then you can remove all your hats, and then you can also enable your SCBA here, and then you can choose the color of your helmet if you would like. Now, I believe they've changed the tank on this because it looks a lot more realistic. It says Liberty County on it, SCBA breathing apparatus. I just think it looks a lot better than before, and this is a really good update. As you can see on screen, fires now spread in ERLC, and this looks amazing. Currently, this is only on house fires, but I expect them to add this to more fires soon. So when you arrive on the scene of a house fire, you're going to have to use the Halligan tool that's available for everyone to use. Walk up to the door and hold F to breach the door, and it's going to play a really cool animation on the screen. Once you do that, you can start putting out the fire that now spreads in ERLC, which is amazing, and I really like it. Also really like the new fire texture in the hitbox. However, it did take me over 10 minutes to put out this one fire on a 1-story small house. So the fires do take longer to put out now, but it does enhance roleplay a lot, and I really like this feature. From the long-awaited fire department updates to vehicle interiors and more customization, this update was amazing. What do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.